Walker Stadium, and the fans are ready in the hog pen. Razorbacks begin an 18-game homestand. They welcome in the Grambling Tigers on a pleasant day in Northwest Arkansas.
He's a 6'6" right-hander, freshman. He'll sit in the low to mid-90s with that fastball, Brett.
To Burrell leading off the game. That one's above the belt and high. Ball 4, and the Tigers have a base runner. That one hooked in the air, down the line and left, and that ball is gone. Trevor Hatton hits a 2-run homer, and the Tigers strike first. That's a good one, chopper up the middle, and it'll get through for a base hit by Josenberger. He was listening to you, Troy. See, somebody listens to you. 3 games in Arlington facing this slow-throwing lefty, and that ball stroked to left field. In comes Hatton, makes the diving catch. He lost the sunglasses. He's easily going to flip to second base to double off Stovall. Hogs had runners at first and second, Troy, and they do not score. Yeah, has a count of 0-2. Pitch from Bybee, cut on a miss. That didn't take long. 3 pitches and a K, and Ware disposed of against the bottom of the lineup for Grambling State, and that's a wave and a miss. Actually foul ticked into the glove of Roland.
Just a little bit of mechanics.
It's interesting for Coach Hobbs, and there's a ground ball rolled back up the middle. Bolton can't get there. Tried to angle into center, but Vargas has the base hit.
Kind of had that swagger going.
That one stroked down the line in right. It'll be tracked down and caught. Borfin early in the year. I mean, even Kendall Dix got some playing time last year, but not as a starter. Sends one out into center field, and there's the outstanding defensive effort by Burrell to third. Might want to pick up his hat and repair his divot, but
paint that outside corner with soft stuff.
That one lifted in the air, deep center field. Burrell back, and he's going to make the catch on the track. That ball was tagged, but not quite deep enough, and we've completed a couple of innings. Well, senior captain Zach Morris on the pitch in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, Morris is breaking ball against lefties, which makes him really tough.
That one stroked out to right, and that's going to be a base hit. Tell you what, the Tigers have come ready to play today.
Now they really have.
There's Cam Buford. Throw to first instead.
We really even had to talk too much about the pitch clock so far, and they're going to call that a balk.
We were due for a balk at some point. Holds those hands above his helmet, then drops him down into the zone, strokes one to left field. Over goes Wegner. He'll take it on a bounce. Walker around third. Here comes the throw home. It's not in time, and Grambling has a 3-0 lead. And that ball cashed in immediately for a run. Being a Razorback for another year. That's strike 3 called at the knees, maybe a little below towards the other half, and Mac down looking.
Baseball or an SEC, you're traveling with.
Yeah, there's a base hit by Julian Murphy. Stovall was going over to cover. Buford will go to third. That ball played back in. Grambling keeps right on hitting. 3 singles and a run home this inning. A balk factored in. That one sprayed to right. Borfin over. He'll make the catch, and that will end the inning.
Players have a really high baseball IQ, and that's Josenberger.
He'll take ball 4. Stovall smashes one up the middle. That may have deflected off the base and goes into center, and there's the speed from Josenberger. He'll cruise to third without a throw.
Absolutely.
I mean, you got to shoot a ball to get it out. Lifted in the air to shallow center. In comes Burrell. I think Josenberger's going to tag, and he will. Here comes the throw home. It's not in time. The Hogs have a run and a sac fly from Wegner. That is his 9th RBI in 4 games. Left too soon. Speaking of leaving too soon, he is going to be safe.
If he jams it into the base.
He sure did. Watch him come off the
clearly
base here.
Came off the base. Did he? Oh, that's a really good call by defensive. Shifts in faster.
Slavens will wave and miss, and the inning ends even with that automatic ball. The Vargas shows bunt. Bunts one back towards the mound. Morris wisely, I think, will throw to first to retire Vargas on the sacrifice. Here's a 2-2. That's blistered into center for a base hit, and Grambling has a 4-1 lead. Kyle Walker again, the La Tech transfer, as coach said, he was not going to be scared, and he has 2 base hits. First. Off and rolling goes Walker, away with a miss. Throw from Roland's knees, not near in time. And there might be a few people that are, I mean, Hatton's batting for the third time, and he's got himself a base hit and another RBI. Grambling has scored 2 this inning, and that's a 5-1 lead. Hatton's knocked in a hat trick worth of runs.
Before the game started, he said that he wanted to see McIntyre pitch. We're going to see several arms out of the Arkansas bullpen.
And yeah, I'm looking forward to spring training, but it's good to get out here and watch some college baseball.
You're seeing some all right. Hatton's going to go to third base on stole the base at a throwing error. So here's the 1-2 pitch. That one is drilled to left, back towards the warning track. It's going to take a bounce. Wegner will play it back in. Grambling has scored another run. It is a 6-1 advantage.
A mistake.
I'm a little surprised. Mack will wave and miss. The throw to second base is in time to get Buford. We're going to keep Jeff around for a little while.
The athleticism to this part of the country, and it is a lot of fun to watch.
Kendall Diggs with the chopper almost in no man's land. Fielded by Walker, and it's in time. Diggs can't believe it. Either can DVH. He said, forget it. He wants
football stadiums.
Yeah, well, I mean, literally, Dave Van Horn says that the facility out in right field.
And a lot of these facilities like you're talking about made the right call. Delivery is so simplified, yet the ball absolutely explodes out of his hand, and here we go.
That's a base hit by
All you guys needed to do
Borfin.
was get me up here.
That's right. Kendall Diggs will score. Borfin racing to second base in with a dive, and the Hogs have cut into the deficit at 6-2. They've taken a vicious swing as starting to rank up there. There's a chopper towards short. Vargas will throw across to first base to retire Roland, but Borfin will score, and the Hogs have their second run of the inning. It's a 6-3 game. Here's the pitch to Keelan Mack. He socks one to right field. This is hit well. Borfin turning and running, looking up. It's off the base of the fence, and Mack will settle for a long single, leading off the fifth. And Jeff, before we went to break,
that's where they measure the 90 feet for the base pass.
Okay, we were talking about that today.
Yeah,
that's
so
ball 4.
Courage, and I know when you guys are on air, you're doing the same thing I am. You're thinking about how do I get people to enjoy this.
It's a base hit to left field. Mack will hold there. And my goodness, Grambling just keeps on coming after the Razorbacks. The bases are loaded. Pitcher McIntyre, stroke to left. That's a base hit. Another run for Grambling. They'll go station to station. Kick the extra point. It's 7-3 Tigers.
A great city like Fayetteville, and she loves it here at school, so why not come out and hang out for
Yeah, you're a
bit.
hog. Cody Frank gives up a roller up the middle. There's a step on second base and a throw to first, and Slavin's kept his foot on the bag. Been out hitting 11-4. And that pitch is outside, but the Hogs have base runners. That double play, though, was huge to end the fifth inning. And the 2-2 to Stovall. That ball's blistered to center field for a base hit. Josenberger again doesn't hesitate on his way to third base. The throw's cut off, and the Razorbacks have runners on the corners and nobody out.
Base runners, they can get from first to third in a hurry.
Hey, Wegner's going to get a chopping base hit and an RBI. Josenberger will score. Stovall to third. That is the 10th RBI in 4 games, and the legend of Jared Wegner continues to grow in this first week plus. Something you probably didn't think we'd be saying at some point today. Slavin socks one down the right field line. Frederick over into a dive, but the ball kicked out of his glove. Wegner would have been doubled off. Instead, he'll make it to third. Slavins has a double. It's one of the few plays Grambling State has not made today. That was just a base hit, though, could tie up this game, and Borfin watched that the entire way and takes ball forward.
We get a long look at that pitch.
There's a chopper up the middle. Could be 2. What a huge double play, and Troy. Each team turns a big double play in this fifth inning.
Really good job by Ethan Bates, just keeping Jones.
Ground ball sharply to third, scooped by Jones. A bit of a cartwheel effort to first. Nice scoop by Brady Slavins. Scored for the 5 previous innings, so Frank would love to change that. Going to get the strike 3 with the strikeout completed. Rolling down to Slavin.
Again, if Arkansas wants to come back and win this game, they need some easy innings, and that's one right there.
Indeed. Buford with the check swing, comebacker to Frank. He'll apply the tag, and Frank may be restoring a little bit of order to this game.
Second base, but other than that.
Well, Roland will just fight one off, a high pitch, and poke it into right for a base hit. That's his first hit as a Razorback in 6 at-bats, despite the fact. 2-strike pitch. Hit towards the gap in right center field. That's down. It's going to score a run. Josenberger trying for 2. Gliding into second base. It's a 1-run game. Josenberger's been on base all 4 times this afternoon. He's still putting that oven mitt on as Stovall hits a soft line drive that's caught by Walker, and the Hogs have had some difficulty on the bases. Razorbacks in Fayetteville. It's Friday Night Heights. There's a ground ball shot towards Bolton. It's short. He's got it. He'll retire Keelan Mack to begin the 7th inning. The 1-2 is cut on and missed. That's a strikeout.
You saw the batter put his hand up.
Next one from Frank is cut on and missed after the walk. Put up strikeout, and hey, it's stretch time here on base runner would help. A payoff pitch, that's ball 4, and that's a freebie. Wegner will go, and the 3-2 will miss. And the Hogs again.
Corners in.
Borfin blisters one to center. Here comes Burrell. He will make the catch. Wegner will tag and score for the first time today. This game is tied. We're even at 7 on the line drive. Sac fly from Borfin.
I talked to Matt Hobbs before the game, and he said we might see Brady Tiger today. And again, you want to keep your closer fresh.
Jones was pinch hit for. Good enough for strike 3. Vargas doesn't agree, but boy, Tiger did.
Play you just described as an outstanding ball.
You're talking about multiple pitches. Needs a strike here. There's a bouncer to the right side. Slavens can't get it. Stovall can't get it. And a 2-out single.
I think that's a ball that Stovall makes.
Big pitch. Popped up on the infield. Who wants it? Brady Slavens with the catch. The Tigers will strand a runner.
Set the tone of this inning.
Just missing up and out, ball 4. Bolton almost clipped, and he was. He was hit by the pitch on the shoulder. Doesn't have to hurt to count. A double, 2 walks. He's been on base all 4 times. He shows bunt, and that ball gets away from Murphy. Another free 90 feet. Holt to third. Big pitch. Hit high in the air, deep right center field. Burrell turning and running. Back on the track. He will make the catch. The Hogs have their first lead of the game, and a sac fly from Josenberger. 5 productive plate appearances, and it's 8-7 Arkansas. Stovall slicing one towards Burrell. On the move, into a dive. What a grab. Another run will score. Great play by Burrell. Coming across is Bolton on another sac fly. It's 9-7 Arkansas. What a play, though.
Representative.
Well, that's trouble. Down the line and left. Wegner will take it on a bounce, and Buford will hold. So the tying run will come to the plate.
Down, the one hitting right down the line.
Wave and a miss. Mack watched that break into him, and he couldn't resist. Tigers' next pitch. Hit in the air to right center, Josenberger. They're waiting. That's the second out. Now Buford will tag and go to third, but Arkansas and out away. See what he comes back with. 1-2. Breaking ball, wave and a miss. Ball game over. The Hogs survive and outlast Grambling 9-7, despite being out hit today.
Great job by Brady Tiger to come in, just kind of slam the door on these Tiger hitters. But hats off to Grambling State. Great job, great approach today. And this team is going to be, they're going to be feared in the SWAC.